What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode. Welcome to the next episode of Subnautica. So I know what we have to do. We have a trajectory now. I know the last couple episodes have been weird and aimless and unfortunately not going in any real direction, but I was exploring. I didn't know if they added any new stuff, and I haven't been looking at maps. Now I've looked at maps, and I know what is a waste of time and what isn't a waste of time. What is that over there? That's mountain zone? Yeah, it's got to be the mountain zone. Where are we with respect to the Aurora? We've got to go to Blood Kelp. I guess the last time we were there, we did not grab the things that we needed to grab. And so Blood Kelp is kind of out this way with respect. I don't know. It's out to like the southwest, I guess is what you would call it. The Aurora mostly faces like northward, in case you didn't know. I like the music right now. This music is dope. If they drop a beat, if it's like I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna be down hard. Oh, they're doing little clicky noises just like I said. My clicky noises didn't sound very clicky, but trust me, I wanted clicky noises. We may have to submerge here just to be safe about not running into things. But we need to go to Blood Kelp. Apparently the pressure compensator can be found there. I don't think we have it yet. I think we have the upgraded one. I think we have like the 1500 meter one, and if we want to go to Lava Zone, which is essentially the last thing we can do in the game, we're going to have to get the Cyclops pressure compensator first. And so I'm going to head there. It looked like there was something right there. Did you see that little, there was like a little, once you're inside the Cyclops, look at that right there. You can see how you can see our base windows from anywhere in the game. Once you're in the Cyclops, weird things happen where you have like more visibility than you should. Way off in the distance. Things don't like clip out and they don't disappear. So basically they pop in and then they just permanently pop in. They don't pop out ever again. There are Reapers in this area, but what we're looking for is there should be a space right beyond the backside of this little zone right here. That's right. We're going to be taking a look at this zone's backside. It's a little bit crass. It's not necessarily recommended in public. Would not do it without its permission. You know, some things like to have their backsides inspected. Some things very self-conscious about their backsides. I might be able to make something happen. Is this it right here? We might have found the right spot. I don't know. Navigation in this game gets a little weird once you go underwater. You can get a compass or whatever, but I feel like it eats up inventory space and doesn't necessarily justify itself, except for those rare circumstances where I'm looking for something very specific. And since there's no in-game map, it's like, well, a compass without a map is half a compass, you know? Because you're still just trying to find your way around by relative directionality. We found floating islands. That's normally a good thing. We are caught up on something right now. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do this part inside of the sea moth. I think it would be easier from a smaller, more agile ship. In addition, hunger meter's looking a little bit nasty. God, I love trees. Trees are the best. Trees, I love you. I don't know if I've brought this up lately, but have I told you lately that I love you, tree? Oh. Well, floaty island biome is the neighbor of what we're looking for. I thought maybe we would find what we were looking for down below it, but that's okay. There's some little sea caves down there too, which have me like semi-interested in what we could do with that. But what we really need is Blood Kelp. So over here, I don't think that's the direction we want to be in. I think we want to be in this direction right here. This looks good. Kind of put the pod behind us, and I could deal with that a little bit better. We've got the, oh shit, we're almost out of power cells for these. Well, I got a couple in my inventory, I think, that we picked up out of boxes and chests and what have you. So that might be alright. I just ran over an air sac. My cavalcade of vehicular slaughter continues. Nobody said that undersea exploration was going to be pretty. Nobody made that assertion. We've got another hunk of wreck over here. And believe me, among wreck society, this thing is known as a hunk. Real lady breaker. One of those heart takers of the ship world. Very popular in ship high school, I guess. I don't know. God, what am I doing anymore with my life? What is happening here? Let's go have a look. We've already got our compensator in anyways. Looks like we got a door right here. I don't think this is... Oh, this looks kind of like the same model that we've already been in. Aw, they recycled us. They recycled us on ships. See? They got us. They got us. It's getting all excited and everything. So there should be... Oh, it's a little different. So this one just opens up to like a utility closet. And this is now sealed. This wasn't sealed last time. Look upon my works in despair. Look upon my works in despair. There should be like a little crew cabin over there. So yeah, it's basically the same ship that we've already been inside of. Anytime I go through wreckage like that, I'm worried I'm not going to be able to get out. I'm going to get trapped and I'm going to drown in some faraway zone. I'm going to swim back out here at the risk of having my nip-nips snipped off by a reaper. I just want oxygen. That's all that I've ever desired out of all of this. Oxygen all day long. Give me that oxygen for my... Well, let's not go down that path. Let's not go down that path with this song. We're gonna keep this one non-explicit. Although I gotta figure out who I'm gonna feature on the song. I was thinking Gucci Mane. That's who I was thinking. I feel like he's a real good fit for the game with all of his underwater related raps. And the fact that he's not in prison anymore. I mean, he has availability. I don't know if he just like... What happens when you go to jail as a rapper? Do you still line up jobs for like when you get out? I assume it helps your credibility. A little different. I swear to God if there's another weldy door. Alright, there's no weldy door. We're good. We can actually bypass here if we need to. Oh. And actually, there's no crew cabin on this one. So they appear to be using some kind of modular thing in order to create these right here. Because they are different. Like, they have a similar structure, but they're a little different. Once you get, like, inside of it. You feel me? You dig? Stop biting my craft while I'm not inside of it. Man. That's so violent all the time. You gotta rein that in. So we were going... That's right there. Which means my suggestion would be that we go out this way a little bit further. We're gonna have to find it. I always have trouble locating this zone, but you know what? Blood kelp for some reason eludes me. It always eludes me. What is that right there? I feel like I'm on the edge of mountain zone right now. A terraformer fragment. Okay. It's livable. It's not my favorite. What's weird is when that bone shark missed me, my cat jumped off the desk, so it shook the desk, and I was like, whoa, we got a rumble pack now. Got a rumble pack in our mouths provided by Kitty. Just freaked me out for a minute is all. Blood kelp, are you down here? The depth seems about right. Blood kelp, where are you? I need you to get some poo from the bottom of the ocean so I can sink my Cyclops super deep. Let's try this depth over here. I know we're like in the right area. We've got to be. Depth is looking about right. There's probably like a little... Oh my god, simultaneous eruptions! They probably share a magma chamber then. Since they seem to be fairly efficient at simultaneous eruption. They got that synchronized erupting down. Well, it looks like maybe I miscalculated. Hello, blood kelp zone. Ah! Lava vent straight up the booty. That's an enema you'll never forget. It may be a better plan to go back to base, recenter, build ourselves some new equipment like the wireless stuff that charges us. Where am I facing right now? Okay, so I'm facing this way. Is the directionality that I need. But anyways, if this doesn't work out and we spend just another episode tooling around aimlessly, it's gotta be here. We're not at the edge of the zone yet either, so, or I'm sorry, the edge of the map yet either. We are pretty deep down the... Ah, there it is. There it is. I knew I was in the right realm. I knew I was in the right realm. Like, it's weird, because in this game, you learn to kind of just, like, sense that you're in the right area. But you still have to kind of, like, feel it out the hard way once you've actually been here. It's suboptimal. And I know there's, like, a mod or something that you can install that allows you to put a map inside the game. We are looking for upgrade units. Those crab spiders have very long legs. I don't recall them having those previously. Upgrade module. Where are you? What jewel are you made? Oh, that's new. I don't know what that is, but I'm not going to touch it. I also hear the oh no. Leave me alone, territorial shockworm. Leave me alone. I mean you no harm. I come in peace. He's like, yeah, you came in peace, but you about to leave in pieces. I'm like, no! Leave me alone. Your violence is unnecessary. I come in peace! I am a negotiator from the neutral planet. How would you feel about us destroying you? I have no opinion! You know, weirdly enough, I have not seen a single upgrade module in this biome. And we've been here before. I know, you're grumpy, I'm in your territory, blah blah blah. I've heard the story already. Getting down to this slow jam right now. I'm feeling it. So supposedly the pressure compensator module should be here somewhere. Just comes down to my ability to find it. Nighttime approaches. Does it approach softly? Or does it approach with a thematic crescendo? Luckily, it is a big zone, so we don't have to lose hope just yet. I don't really need any more of the benzene stuff. I'm not worried about that. We got plenty of that growing back at our base, although I do find it slightly suspect that this stuff grows at higher altitudes than... With a lot of underwater sea creatures, they are adapted specifically to like only make it at certain depths. They need a very, very specific like salinity. They need a very, very specific oxygen count in the water. Like things down at the bottom of the ocean do not survive well in other places. Is this the edge of the biome? It seems like it might be. And then like vans were off the wall. Okay. Well, at least we know where the search is at. I'm gonna putt around for a little bit and see if I can find this thing that we're looking for. If I can knock it down and I can find it, then we'll just come back in once I've located it. And from there, it'll probably be a real shortcut because we just got to go back to base at that point. Once we've got that, then we go back to lava biome, and then life is good, okay? I appear to be a master of wasting my time and finding nothing, so this zone appears to be devoid of anything. Some people were saying they got the pressure compensator from the mushroom forest, and if that's true, then we already have that pattern. I think the best course of action right now is for us to head back. I'm in some kind of cave thing. I don't know. I've been in here for a while. I didn't bring it up because I didn't feel like it was pertinent at the time. I want to scare you guys with the fact that we're like a quadrillion meters down inside of some weird cave. By the way, don't let the shock snakes touch you. Oh my god. One of them did like 30% damage to me just a second ago. Nasty little bastards. So I think what I'll probably do is, I say pack it up, pack it in. Let's head back to base. I'll try and build the fabricator on side of here. We'll spend the next episode or two fiddling around with some of the upgrades that we have. I do think that the acquisition of the wireless thing that recharges our tools is good. I'm going through a lot of batteries right now. I'm going through a lot of batteries between welding doors and everything else. And we actually don't have the spaces available to like charge them all at the same time. And so coming up with some kind of alternate energy source is probably a really, really good plan. So I'm going to run back to base. There's no need for me to bore you with going back like that. And then I will see you on the other side. After a brief sojourn, we're back at home. That tour was fun. Good couple episodes of exploration because I know we haven't been getting after it very well lately. We are going to need to charge up some power cells. I get the feeling that this thing is probably on its last legs. So let's go ahead. I'm going to replace the ones I can replace right now with 100%ers, and we'll take the busted ones with us. And then they're not busted, they're just not charged up. I've got one on the rack right now, but actually I can afford to recharge 2 of these and it'll be all right. But we need to do some battery recharging and some general maintenance before we decide what else we want to do with all this. I also need to weld you back up, sir. You are not in good shape. You are not in good shape at all. Cool. Back up and in we go, because we can't have people over to the house and then you show them the whip and it's got all kinds of cracks and dents and messed up little areas on it. That ain't right. How are you going to make that happen, you know? So, trying to keep this real right now. I probably need to get back onto the ship and grab myself some of that metal. Do I have any titanium? Oh, I've got titanium. Okay, so what does it take me to build a fab? Well, let's do the batteries first. We're going to be doing a bunch of construction and other random stuff, so we might as well get this banged out now rather than waiting too long and finding that I haven't had anything on the charger for the last little bit. So those batteries are all up and running. I need to go back and I need to grab all of the metal shards up out of the Cyclops. I can do that fairly simply enough. I'm just going to jump down into the pool right here and we'll swim on over, grab what we can out of it, and life will be good. I think I only had 2 loads here. Yeah, we didn't bring that much back. We brought enough back to where we should be able to do some construction without having to farm or anything like that, but still. Let's fabricate. It's time. Ah, the lovely hum of electronics doing their intended work. Kind of disappointed there's like nothing on any of the other sides of the Cyclops or anything. I was hoping there'd be something back there right about now. That whole adventurous trip, like they've added a lot with regards to like the content in the confined area that they've got designated right now. But actually, realistically, there still is not that. What do I need for? There's still not that much in here. Let's see here. I need fabricator, so a wiring kit and a computer chip. Computer. I've got a shit ton of glass. Okay, so for the wiring kit, I think that's multiple silver, maybe? Yeah, there it is right there. And then for the computer chip, we need yield quartz, which unfortunately I never have any sort of decent supply on. I crafted a bunch of glass, and I can't remember why I made the glass. I'm going to go hunt down the rest of this quartz. Thank you for stopping on in. I will see you all in future episodes of Subnautica. It's been a blast. I will return with an armload of crystal, and we will have a merry, merry day when that moment arrives. All right, I'll see you next time.